Justin, you got plastic bottled water or anything anywhere? Yeah, plastic bottled water. Yeah, you bring me down that poison water. Take some poison.
What? Just take some of mine. I just have a bellyache.
If it's
it's a stomach issue.
You undercooked a steak or something? Did you get your whole family sick?
No, it's that the food was great, but now I ordered takeout.
His own cooking.
I ordered takeout and it fucked me up.
Oh, the takeout. The takeout fucked you up.
Yeah.
What kind of takeout?
I ordered an Italian sub.
What'd you get tired of cooking?
From Subway? You getting Subway?
Yeah, I was just no. There's a big deli by me called Finn's Deli. Delicious. 2 poison words.
Thank you very
sir.
much.
Appreciate
This motherfucker said Subway. You think I'm getting an Italian sub from Subway, you
dude.
cocksucker?
You ate those peasant churros that one time and you said they were phenomenal.
Churros are two different things. And churros
Nick, I
are
have a question
phenomenal.
for you.
They are delicious.
Some churros are, yeah.
Really?
Jesus, bro.
Sorry.
Fucking Big Daddy over here.
I thought he
Scooting the whole fucking couch back.
He came with the whole hammer and nails merch too. He said, "Yo, not for
I'm
nothing.
coming here to promote.
Not for nothing, dog. But yo, I don't know if y'all know this
work.
hammer and nails. Y'all need a pedicure.
I just
Holla.
came from work.
I need a pedicure.
Manicure trapping.
Yeah.
You get both of those things all the time. It's a shame you don't live closer.
Yeah, I only trust Asian women who are immigrants.
We got very nice looking ladies working for us.
I'm
But
sure.
are they illegal and off the boat or no?
Is her name fucking
Shing
Ming Moon?
No.
And
If I
ask her what days she's off, can she speak back to me? Because if she can, I'm not interested, dog.
You want
Oh, Ming
Vietnamese
Moon,
chicks
you
who don't
off?
speak.
What day you off? She said, huh? I said, what days you off? She goes,
I saw you.
1 day, 4 day off.
I hear.
And I said, 1 day on, 4 day off. Yeah, 1 day. And I was
You sit there like this? You sit there like this for 45
No, I
minutes?
do one. She grabs one. So when I get my pedicure, I'm just on my phone.
Pedicure, fine. I got a
Manicure-
pedicure like a month ago. That you can cruise
All right,
through.
listen.
This feels tough.
No,
you can't look at your phone
it's
and
one,
shit.
Yeah, you can. I hold my phone.
Or you
in
go one
hand.
at a time.
One at a time.
That's true.
Yeah.
One at a time.
I just got a manicure, by the way.
She'll get frustrated.
You just got one?
Yeah, just.
They
I
do
just
look real good.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. I'm not even lying. That looks great.
Yeah, we're fucking professionals, dude. Are you sure you weren't confusing the happy ending spot with?
Wait a second. The happy ending spots are
That's
feet. They're foot massage.
Oh, really?
They don't say nail
it
spa.
doesn't say,
It
right.
says foot massage.
Right,
you know?
foot rub.
Wait, is
No,
that
it says
really?
foot rub.
Yeah.
There's a
Y'all
difference.
come in here, foot rub,
I
table
didn't
shower.
realize. Is that the secret?
That's a thing.
Massage
That's
your
a
feet,
thing.
beat your meat.
I've never done either of those things.
He's doing the fucking marketing.
We brought fucking
taglines
Leon
for-
and get us being the most
You want to get
racist
hammer
he's
and nails
ever been.
popping? You better get fucking Asian bitch in the
man,
back
I'm-
start beating
no,
motherfuckers off.
No, I'm trying to keep my license, man. We're a good
gonna have-
establishment.
Lee's in too much
You're gonna
debt to
have
make that
Jersey
gamble
State
right now.
Troopers
can't
knocking on
afford-
your fucking door.
I can't.
Hey, is this hammer and nails?
We are all talking at the same time, bro. Chill. Let's try to individualize it. You got a fresh cut today?
Yeah, I gotta cut this one.
I think you took a little bit of your bangs off.
He did.
I
he
can't
did.
believe you called them bangs. That's
My
Well,
bangs.
you know, not your bangs, but not that you have bangs, but the top portion of your hairline is further back than it typically is.
Yeah.
What do you think? I just feel like
he's always wearing a hat, so it's hard to tell.
No, we see him without a hat when we're done with comedy for the night, and he pops that shit
Don't
off.
worry. I'll be sure to call out your hair. When you
No,
have
that's
your
what we
hat
know.
off.
That's
You fucking cocksucker.
I'm not
Every
saying it.
time
Look,
he asks me about his hair, we talk about his hair camera, he's like, yo, man.
No, what
He's
you
like,
are.
Oh, yo, nah, you know what? You're lying. You lie to me. You tell
No.
me it looks good. First chance he gets, he wants to talk shit
I
about
didn't
me.
say.
Because he's an
Don't be
insecure
angry.
pussy.
I didn't say
Okay?
it looked bad. I didn't say it looked bad.
Your bangs got cut off just a tad, just a little higher than usual.
I thought we all
All right,
wanted to be honest.
Okay, cocksucker.
I wasn't coming after you.
Okay, cocksucker.
Your hair is a million times better than my hair will ever be for the remainder of my life.
Really? You think that?
His hair?
Yes.
Of course.
Lee,
Let's see.
give me a
your hair.
fucking
Your
break.
hair's not bad, dude.
You want me to take my hair off right now?
Yeah, I take your hat
Take
off
it
right
off.
This is all. You
Take
guys are
it
ganging
off,
up on me right now.
cocksucker.
Take your hat off
No,
right
he's not doing it. It looks great. It looks fantastic.
I have
Yeah, it looks
now.
great.
You have hat hair.
Thank you so
for
much.
sure.
No,
It
we'll
looks
leave it
great.
off.
I
We'll
don't.
leave it off.
You complain about your hair all the time.
24/7.
and it doesn't look bad at all.
It looks bad all the time.
It does not. I don't know
looks
what
bad
you
all the
expect your hair to look like.
Don't be mad
I'm
at
not
me.
saying anything.
It's not.
Your
gonna
hair
look
looks
like this.
phenomenal.
I don't see your bangs being pushed back at all.
Neither do I. I regret everything that just took place.
No, don't
Your
regret
haircut looks
living it.
great.
Okay, so then you could have just said your hair looks good. You got a haircut? Cool. Shut up,
Yeah,
pussy.
but when don't you have a haircut though? You
Never.
always have.
I have a
you
haircut every week.
always, yes.
That's also true.
I get a haircut every Wednesday.
So I never see.
Wait, but who'd
without
you
a
use
haircut.
this time? Because the last guy was the old
That's
school
it.
guy who cut Cameron and
No, the last 2 times has been this kid Brian.
That's the new kid that
The
Johnny
new
knows.
kid, yeah. No. This is a new kid that I found
Completely
from
new.
somebody else. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's close.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy you told me.
He's close.
He's young, right?
He's 21.
Oh shit!
Wow.
He's a baby, bro.
Is he licensed?
Licensed.
Trying to get him in the shop.
Yeah, it would be helpful.
But he's in Long Island. He couldn't come
No,
out of
that would be
Jersey.
too far, yeah. That would be
he
too
couldn't
far.
come
It's a
out of
hike.
Jersey. But he's good. He's going to be great.
I like that you didn't answer whether or not he was licensed and get him in trouble. Oh yeah, his name is.
Well, I don't know. He
Get in
works,
trouble? Can you get in
he works
trouble?
at a barbershop. I would have Roosevelt Field Mall.
Oh, you got to be licensed then.
A lot of people
Who
aren't.
knows?
No.
Yeah, but
When
I
you
don't
say
really,
trouble, like what?
But here's the thing:
They can close down the shop.
95% of the barbers who are licensed, I wouldn't even fucking let touch my hair because they suck. That shit is
Yeah.
a talent, bro.
Oh.
It's a craft.
Yeah.
The
so
license don't do shit for me.
It's like being, you're a comic. Did you go to school for
right.
comedy?
Let me
That's
see
the
your
only way I'm
let me see your
hiring you.
funny comedian
Yeah, let me see your
certification,
comedy card.
cocksucker.
Hold on, I got an email that says that I'm a comedian. At the end of class,
You have
they
a
say,
certificate?
a certificate.
You went to the...
I am 600 hours of comedy.
I take
He
it.
got
under my
certified
belt.
by governors on Long Island in his fucking clown comedy school. He's licensed to work.
That is
as
funny.
part of my resume. I send it along with my comedy resume.
No,
to
you don't.
club-
That's why you're not getting booked anywhere, dude.
He's sending that in his resume to the top portion. I do 600 hours of funny shit.
He emailed Esty at the cellar. I got told by governors I was a good comic. May I work your club?
At any point, did you try to ever audition for a comedy cellar?
No, because
You can't. There's no just like
no-
trying. It just
It's like a
we're all
fraternity.
trying. The moment we all do our first mic, that's us trying to get to the cellar, and it takes 12 years.
Well, you have to because you have to be.
You have to
invited.
be in.
If it's not a frosty thing,
You have
be
to have
invited.
you have to have either networked really well in the early years so that now the people who are there have been there for
Wanna
a
help
while and want to wreck you. You need mad wrecks, or you need someone who's really respected there and just their one wreck will work, or you need an agent to pretend that the booker likes them and they get you an audition that was rigged from the beginning.
Some of us don't want to be at the cellar. Some of us would rather be on tour with
You're
Kevin.
you are an anomaly. The first time you ever went inside the cellar was for my audition.
Yeah, for your
That's
audition.
craziness, bro.
I mean, I've never been.
Well, but he's been doing stand up in the
I
city for
walk-
fucking a decade.
I
But he's
walk
also
by
this is
it
all
every day.
love. He does this for
I don't know
the love.
why you do it. Yeah.
He does this for the love, which is even more respectable.
this.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
loves it.
you were gonna. Your story into comedy is interesting because you went to act. Wasn't it an
was
acting class at first?
yeah.
It was
Improv.
writing class.
It was a writing class.
Yeah.
You wanted to write a script or something.
Yeah, my boy wanted to write a script. He signed up for he said, this is the class I'm going to sign up for. He never signed up. So I waited a year. And then I was like, I can't get my money back. Because I called. I was like, yo, I need that money back.
And it was a Gotham class.
Yeah. It was,
But it was that's a stand up class, not a writing class.
I think it was either or. So the one that was coming up was going to be the stand-up.
It's so weird to like not be obsessed with stand up and then be like, yeah, I'll just go do a show.
And it was fire. 200 plus people
I
at
know.
Gotham.
Those are the bringer shows.
And then you get your hopes up high, and then the next show you just tank, and you're like, why did I ever do
And then
that?
it takes you 3 years to perform in front of a total of 200 people.
That's right. Because every time you perform, every 3 months, it's in front of 8 people.
Yeah.
That's how comedy is. Well, he'll never know what that is.
No,
That's
but
like.
He's never done a show for under 200 people.
Every time I try to say something, they're like, no, shut up. Shut up and go up there and get your giggles.
Atlanta was what, 40 people?
Yeah, that was a hot night in the Village Lantern. That was a Friday night, baby.
40 people.
I
We
wanted
would
to kill
make
myself.
would make $40 between us. That's how we did
I
comedy.
wanted to kill myself. It was a great show. I wanted
Ended
to
up
kill
being fun.
myself though.
Well, the show before that was that was the one I got heckled, and the guy told me he was going to meet me in the parking lot and knock me
Nick
out.
was worried, dog. Nick was in the back like, what are we gonna do? It's
You guys
like,
got
if he's
me,
out
right?
there-
You guys got me,
Are we
right?
gonna fight? Like, we're gonna fight, buddy. Don't worry. We're gonna.
I wasn't.
fuck him
If
up and
you guys
choke
weren't
him
there,
up.
I would have been a little nervous. But I knew my minority buddies had my back.
we would have never
your
let that
back,
motherfucker stole up
seriously.
on
They
you.
were literal like meth head gas station attendants.
He was
They
a
were-
nut.
they were a psycho, and they were just started coming after me for no reason.
I remember I was standing in the back like I was saying shit. I forgot what I was saying, but I was like, "Do it," or else I forgot what I was.
Yeah, that's why they got on me. They were like, "Oh, the headliners got our back. Let's really attack this
Spit
guy."
on him. Spit on that pussy.
I actually hope they're Patreon subscribers, dude.
They are. They don't have the money for that.
No. I mean, it's $5. You know, anybody can afford it.
What did you say to that dude, though?
I really didn't say much, and then they just started saying,
he was like, "I'll meet you outside."
they started saying, "We came here for Kev. You're not funny." And then I was like, "What do you guys do?" And the son was like, "I'm at a gas station's attendant." I'm like, "You're a fucking loser. Shut the fuck up."
Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I said some other funnier shit, but I can't really recall it because I went to a blind rage. And then I went to a panic.
Yeah, it was like, "Fuck you, pussy." It was like, "Meet me outside." It's like, "But hey, man, relax."
But tonight, you guys are good people.
I'm gonna go get gas at your gas station.
Yeah, I'll come and tip you.
Is that the worst you've ever been heckled, though?
No.
Most uncomfortable, maybe.
Nah, because I was at least I've been doing like early in comedy, the Lantern, where Stewie had my back. Then one time I was on stage, and I did a joke about having a threesome. One of them was a bisexual. One of them was a lesbian, and it felt like it was me versus the lesbian.
Yeah,
that's such a good joke.
Earlier in the set, I had used the word retarded, and this, like, I think she was a Hispanic lady, maybe half black girl, was like, nah, we don't do that. We don't say that. And I was just like, oh, okay, it's my bad. I don't say that. And then I did the lesbian bisexual joke, and she goes, stick a fork in this guy. He's done.
Is that what she said? What a horrible thing to hear. If I heard on stage, stick a fork in this guy, he's done. I think I'd snuff her, bro.
And then, but I wasn't having a bad set. So it was easy for me to be like, you're fucking wrong. I literally held it to a vote in the room, and people were on my side. And then Stewie, our buddy, came to my defense and felt like he could have my back because he wasn't a straight white male.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You're a piece of shit for attacking him."
College's always coming to Nick's
and what did she say?
defense.
She backed down. She apologized.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She apologized?
Yeah, she did.
So that's not that bad. If she apologized.
Yeah, it didn't really.
That's a win.
I couldn't be on stage. I didn't know she was going to apologize. So not exactly.
His worst heckle was somebody coming up and saying they love him.
No, he happened. He got it. He got a real heckle in San Diego.
Not even San Diego. No. What do you mean? My word, it's on film. My heckle. That bitch was drunk, hammered for 12 minutes.
But she was telling
she got on
but it
stage
wasn't
and grabbed the mic, dog.
Right, but it wasn't a direct attack at your comedic ability.
No, it's never been a direct
she was a fan
attack
who was
on my
retarded.
Comedic ability, but it had been bad. DC was
San Diego
bad.
was the worst.
DC,
what happened in DC?
You don't remember? We got it all
Yeah,
recorded.
that was the girl who said she loved you. Bro, I love you.
She wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she
bro.
kept talking, but
she
loved you.
Yeah, I know, but
she was.
You're
drunk.
really saying those before the one that just happened in San Diego? Those remain on your mind?
That one was short. It was like it's the longer ones.
She just removed herself.
If there's ones that are like a couple things and out, I'd rather that. I can get back to my shit and we're back to doing our thing. It's the ones. True. It's the ones that
whenever he has to be taken out of his mode is the worst for him.
Yes.
Even though if it's somebody being nice to him.
Yeah, but
the other one ended so. Dude, the other one it's on the page. I put it on the Patreon. Yeah. That bitch, she was a bitch, dude. It was a real fucking heckle, bro.
Girl in San Diego?
Yeah.
Shit, I haven't watched it. I gotta watch it.
You guys weren't there for that one.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
You guys weren't there, right?
In San Diego?
No, we left to go to Whole Foods.
Yeah, that's right. You weren't there.
Yeah,
because I remember I came to the back with Josh, and you guys weren't there. And I remember when you walked.
Oh,
in,
we walked back.
Yeah,
we came back. That's right.
Yeah. She was.
That was rough, yeah.
Bro. I said something the first time. It was fine the first time, and then another chick got up and she walked out, and that's when I was like, "You're fat."
Yeah. And you go, and the craziest thing, the part is, I guarantee she sucks my dick. That was Kevin's.
No, I guaranteed she would suck my dick.
Yeah. And then you pause and you go, guarantee it. And I was watching, bro, and I was really sitting there and I was watching it and I was like, because I know you don't do crowd work, and this was truly your first time being like, I'm gonna really take a chance here, and I'm gonna disengage from my set. And I'm going to see what happens, bro. And you fucking did it, and immediately some bitch goes, "You're not funny." This dude went out of his comfort zone for a second, and Osama bin Laden was there waiting for him.
I think that needed to happen though.
For sure, it's just so funny that like the most hyperbolic, like it went from you wanted to dip your toe in the water and you just got pulled out by a shark.
Yeah. But I did the next show again. I did the next.
You did do it again, yeah. But rewatching that, it was very clear that there really was no reason to be going up there and just being like, me and Nikita are separate.
Yeah, you were confusing people and not giving them enough time to like absorb anything. So I said that to Josh. I said I'm saying it and then I'm like going right back into my shit without a real joke in between, and I can't do that. I have to give them time to either like say something. So that's why I kept it to the end.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it worked out that you.
It did work out at the end because the end worked because it was the reaction was just.
But you don't even do it. I feel like you haven't even done it on the last
because we haven't recorded. Because I would kill myself if it was a really great moment and I don't have it recorded.
Yeah,
the Q&A, you mean?
Yeah,
but
you should do it anyway because
I know I should.
It's going to lead to getting the great moments.
I need to start getting.
Well, it's going to help you build that set too, where you start to talk about it a lot more.
Yeah. I mean.
I can't wait till you talk about it so I can not talk about it with my wife because she's asking me.
I can't believe she asked you.
She did.
Every day?
She's asked me a couple times.
She has to know already, Lee. There's no way she doesn't know.
No, she knows. But, I mean, she knows that you guys are separated, but she wants, like, my wife wants details. She wants to know, like, so what happened? I'm like, I don't fucking like.
Somebody on my TikTok. So people are hilarious. Someone on my TikTok because I don't say anything. These motherfuckers would just guess.
They're guessing, yeah.
They just guess, and you'll see the comments, and people will like confidently say things like, and I'm like, yo, you motherfuckers are hilarious, bro.
People are going to the Patreon and doing it now. I know you don't really look over there, but it's someone commented today. Can you explain why you're getting divorced?
That would be good for the Patreon.
Yeah,
we've talked about it at length.
We've talked about it, but here's my thing.
Why does anyone get divorced? Like, what do you want to hear?
Yeah, what do you want to hear?
Nobody cheated on anyone. It's not like 20 years of shit fizzled.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what happened.
And here's my thing. I don't feel like I fucking have to.
You don't have to.
Troll me or not. Listen, for many reasons, she don't want me to talk about it neither. So out of respect for her, I'm trying to do the right thing here. Right. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're talking about it.
Yeah, and we talk about it enough, okay? But for the rest of it, suck my dick.
Yeah, it's
Who
people.
the fuck do you think you are? Yo, people in my DMs like, yo, we deserve. And I'm like, son, who are you? You deserve what? Go to work. Yeah. Take care of your children. Take care of your children and shut the fuck up. You deserve what? What do you deserve?
It really is. It's just the internet is a scary place, dude. Putting yourself out there is wild because people think they do deserve like
they
information.
Think they know
you. Yo, they're like, son, like,
but it's hard to really get angry because that type of like investment is the reason these rooms fill up.
No. Right. Yes, 1,000%. I'm not. I know. I tell everybody. I'm like, yo, this is what you signed up for, 100%. But that's why I deal with it. But you deal with it too.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with it. Yeah. You you fucking eat a dick too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you when I want to tell you. Because fuck you.
Right. And when he wants to tell you is after this episode on the Patreon for $5. Do what you want. Make a choice, guy.
Like and subscribe, but also head over to the Patreon, please.
I saw a comment today that I got really mad at was somebody on your TikTok said, miss the lunchroom.
No.
How about you fucking jump off a cliff, dude?
They probably didn't know.
What does that mean?
Was it on a pod page?
No, I think it was on something you posted recently.
It's probably someone who has no idea that I'm doing a pod.
I mean, you've been posting the pod all over the place.
It doesn't matter. People are still DMing me like, bro, you have a pod again? I'm so excited. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, people.
They posted it on the mugged off page?
No. It was on his personal page on a non-podcast clip.
Well, that's definitely someone who just doesn't know that I'm doing a pod. 100%. There would be no reason.
I almost commented under saying, fuck you.
I read. You took it personal?
I read. Yeah, I would take that personal too. Yeah. I read Lee the shit from... Jesse Because he asked me about it. He goes,
God, that was so disappointing just because I wanted to have something.
I told Lee, I was like, damn.
He just acted like a mature adult.
I'm like, we gotta be mature all of a sudden.
Oh, what are you, a good guy?
I was ready to kill you.
I was ready. I know. I thought we were gonna have some interesting quality shit. Instead, he was
roast you, but he was so nice about it. I was like,
because he doesn't want to end up on the podcast.
And I think,
well, you're on.
I'm totally guessing here, but someone said something to me. I think he got a divorce, so I think he probably kind of sees a little like, oh,
what makes you think that?
I don't want to say it on the but for someone, yeah. But I think he is. I think he's separated at least.
Yeah.
And I think he probably watches it because they watch it. So I think he watches it. They love it. They're like, oh, this is great. So I think he probably watches it like, damn, I can kind of relate to him a little bit more now. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Damn, dude. He kicked you off your own pod, and now you got the most relatable podcast that he could possibly listen to. It's like, I got to digest this as therapy.
Oh, man.
Thank God I ruined that other podcast so I can get therapy out of this.
You know what would be wild? If you're going to pick up a whole new set of fans with the divorce shit. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of dudes.
Well, listen, you have to understand. Bro, I said this to you the other day. I said 50% of the people, so it used to be 50-50, right? It'd be like 50% loved me, who were in relationships, who had this understanding of the dynamic of what a relationship was, and 50% who weren't in that fucking hated me because they're like, this motherfucker, you know. Now it's at a point where it's like 50% of these, like you have these women who lived vicariously through Nikita. They were in relationships with their man. I made those relationships funny because they're like, oh my God, look how relatable this is. He's talking shit, and these are the taboo fights that me and my man get into. Right. And he made it normal. Right. And look how funny she is. Look how funny were her comebacks. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I wrote that bitch. Yeah. But okay. You know what I mean? But those people love her for it because they're like, look, listen to her. She's so witty and like she's amazing and she's just like me. Nah, bitch. But okay, she's just like me. So then now that we're separated, it's like those women are like, what? Like, you just get big and leave her? Because that's how they see it. Yeah. They're like, do you get big and leave her, you motherfucker? But now you have this other group of people who have been separated who are like, yo, I'm sure it's tough, my brother. Like, yo, you're killing it. Even women will be like, listen, it's tough. Like, I'm sure shit happens.
Here's my number.
Here's a tit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Here's a tit pic, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for being there for me. I honestly think probably a lot of your material was used as a way to rational, because there's obviously no way any of these couples were having any fights, anything like the ones you filmed, wrote, and curated were. People were just telling them like, yeah, there's a similar life. They're both sort of Spanish and they're aggressive, but it's funny. Even though if you filmed what was going on in their relationship, people be like, you call it fucking cops. Yeah. So now that they're like, oh fuck, it wasn't real. They're like, maybe I need to take a deeper look at what's going on in my household.
Yes, because I know it's no longer. It's like, wow, we thought their shit was so perfect because they were able to joke and do things with each other. Right. You know what I mean? And you know, the reality is...
Really, she was just cast as his wife in the show, only raising kids.
And I'm like, and it's so, I wish I could record, because sometimes I would want to do like bloopers, right?
That would be fire.
No, but I sometimes I would want to do bloopers, but my bloopers were like, can you fucking not do it like that? All right? Yeah. This is the like, come on, bro. Fucking, and she would get mad. And what's fucked up is like when she would get mad, I'd be like, use it. And I'm like, I would literally look at her and I'd be like, use it. I'm like, you're mad? I'm like, stay mad. I'll be right back. And I'll like turn the corner like, say whatever. And she would get angry and use it. I'm like, damn, I'm a director.
You are Quentin Tarantino of fucking Instagram.
Dog.
Puerto Rican Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. It would have, bloopers are incredible, but the problem you would have ran into is people.
You don't look like a hero.
The toilet bowl's bubbling. No. And it's what I've learned through initially meeting. Everyone thought that shit was real, bro.
Yeah.
So it's tough to post bloopers of a thing everybody thinks.
They're like
people literally just thought you walked around with your phone, with the camera on, and happened to catch these moments.
Which is crazy. Which
even people in comedy, industry. This is how dumb the people who are in charge of deciding what gets on television are. They would go to Kevin and be like, yeah, but have you written anything, though?
Prove it.
Can you actually do you
tell me to prove it.
They literally thought he was just...
They would say, prove it. And I would send them my notes that I wrote all my shit on. Because they'd be like,
That's insane.
Is this improv or are you writing this? And I'm like, I'm writing it. And they're like, prove it. And I would send it, and they'd be like,
that's how good it is.
And that was a testament to me.
That too. It's a combination of when comedy is so. That's the problem. So this is the reason why so many people do comedy now is because it's so available, but also like I know I was a victim of it when Burr and like Louis started popping off. They're so good at comedy, dude, that it looks like they're just fucking around.
Shit. Yeah, they're just talking.
And you're
shit.
like, they're just the funny dude at the bar.
just up there
I've made
talking
people laugh at the bar. I'll just say what I'm saying there, and I'll do it on stage, and it'll be and it's fucking not,
bro.
dude.
Nick's brother, Tony Dabbis.
Yeah.
The first time he saw me do comedy, and he was a comic. He came up to me when I got off the governor's stage.
He was a comic? What happened?
He is a comic. Well, he is a comic.
Okay.
He does stand up, and he goes, yo, it's crazy because like what you do really isn't stand up. He's like, you just go up there and fuck around. You're just talking shit.
A comic said this?
A comic said that to me.
No shit.
His brother said that to me, and I was like,
It's the highest compliment.
It is the highest compliment, but I didn't know that. I was
He's
brand
also
new
an
at the
idiot.
time.
Yeah. He had to have been new at the time as well.
No,
perhaps.
he's been doing stand up for a bit, bro. He's been doing stand up for a bit, and
Even at that point, because that was 2 years ago now.
He was doing, I don't know. I could be wrong,
I
but
still can't believe this motherfucker only been doing stand-up for 2 years. And he'll take a 4-minute bit and be like, I'm just going to insert
In his defense, you kind of would assume that because what did he see you doing that? It was the third time you've ever done comedy.
it was the second.
Yeah, so you kind of have to assume like you're fucking around. Who isn't fucking around their second time doing comedy other than you, who somehow found a way to write a fucking act to completion in his basement. The second time I did comedy, I was fucking around. I was trying to figure shit out for the life of me and not die.
No, the second time I did comedy, I was trying really fucking hard.
Yeah, but
We were all trying.
not that you're not trying, but like none of it is actual comedy because it would have to be defined as fucking around because none of it. Have you ever told a joke that you used a second time on stage?
No.
Therefore, to me, that it was clearly you were fucking around,
Right?
Because you didn't know how to do anything. You somehow, I don't know what the fuck you God entered your body and was like,
I
right.
said that to people too. I would say that to people. They're like, "What happened?"
Shit is divine intervention.
God,
He
who
put his
went
hand
by
in my ass.
Adderall.
And was like, just start talking, bitch ass motherfucker.
Jesus Christ is your fucking muse, dude.
Yeah, you got baptized in that Queen's church or wherever it was.
Ame, it's just dipped in ame
How the
sauce.
fuck does this motherfucker just come up with 4 new minutes?
Bro, I was talking to Lee about it backstage the other
Weekly.
night
Weekly.
because I've finally gotten the relationships are built on lies shit
And you got the
to
other
work
one.
now, and I've added the sport. But how long have I been? I bombed with that. How many times? It just
You did it for a while, 6 months.
and for some reason, it felt good enough, like the connection of it, even though it wasn't killing, to continue to do it. And now I'm months into it, and I'm just getting it to work. Meanwhile, the first time you told your fucking wiping your kid's ass story on stage, it brought the house down. Like, it's the difference between how I have to come up with shit and how you come up with shit.
But I'm also surprised too. Like I'm up there, not like super confident that it's gonna do well, and then I like say it, and then they
People
start
love that
and
shit.
I'm like, oh, and then I feel more comfortable now. I'm like, oh, now I like add a little something. You know what I mean? But
Just adding tags mid new bit. I'm gonna add new tags to
hold
a
on
new
one
joke
second.
that I
Watch
did.
this. Hold on, I got another piece.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But honestly, bro, I haven't. I told Lee this is the first time I've really been able to write since I left. Like, at the crib, I would never be able to write, dude. It was like wild. I would be down there, and she'd be like, "Go down there and write."
No,
and
it doesn't matter. You have to be.
And you would hear them like,
Right.
And I couldn't get in the zone, dog. I was just
for
like.
sure.
So everybody, that's why he moved out, because he wanted to write new jokes.
If you're thinking about
That's
getting divorced, just know that you're gonna get a lot of work done if you do.
You're gonna get so
You're gonna
much
get a
work.
ton of shit done. You're making $100 grand right now. You'd be at 175 by the end of the year.
You'd be so much more productive if you just fucking.
It's just
lead that.
I
bitch.
don't know. It's comedies. I don't know if you feel this way, but it's like when I have to write, I almost have to get into like a meditative state, and that's why I write so much in the car. It's because it's the one place I don't. I'm not on my phone. Can't be distracted by my phone because I got to pay attention. It's like the white noise of the road.
My problem is I listen to music.
I listen to too much music. Dude.
When you write, you listen to music.
No,
Oh, in the car.
Yeah, when I'm in the
So
car.
for the first half of whatever I'm doing, I'll have music on, and then I'll slowly feel my brain start to like get into comedy mode, and then I'll shut it off.
So I used to write my skits in the car a ton. When I would drive home from
same
work,
shit,
I would do no music and I would just sit in traffic and kind of just be like,
Yeah.
And like shit will pop. I'm like, ooh, you know what I mean? And I'll fucking type it
That's
in.
all it is you just have to break the initial barrier.
Yeah.
That's what's the hardest part about writing is just fucking starting, dude. Because writing is so hard.
And stressful.
And because it's your livelihood depends on it. Yeah. And if you don't write, you're technically not failing. You didn't write something bad. So it's like, you're like, I'm going to write today. And then you go wash the dishes or vacuum or fucking mop because it's way easier than writing. Yeah. But then once you finally get through the procrastination, you sit to write, you're like, fuck, this feels good.
You know where I do love writing though, but it's hard. It's even harder to write, but I'll write for hours is when I'm writing like if I'm trying to write a short film or if I'm writing a poem or just really writing my stories.
I can't get any more sad.
You just said poem like that was nothing? You write poems?
Yeah. You want to hear one?
You write haikus, bro?
Are you writing poems or are you writing things you're going to rap in the studio eventually?
No, it's poems.
You think he's going to be a rapper?
He definitely wants to be a rapper. He's gonna drop a verse under the Good Talk label before it's all said and done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Have you gone to a studio yet?
To do rapping?
Yeah.
Nick, I would be...
He's already been in the studio.
Horrible,
We've been alone in a car driving from Cali to Vegas, and you said, I for real believe I could drop a sick rap.
No,
You told me you think you can make a song.
In the beginning, so here's the problem. Here's the problem with rapping. It's not the lyrics that I think I would be bad with.
It's the flow. It's the delivery.
Flow, the melody.
Bro, having a good rap voice is the same as having a good singing voice. It's the reason Drake is as good as he is. The dude sounds great when he raps.
Parts of the time.
But he can sing too.
Yeah.
But he sounds better than everybody when he raps, in my opinion. That's why.
That's part of it. Having a good, because Jadakiss has a fantastic
phenomenal
voice.
DMX, huge part of his fucking.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, these are. I'm gonna show you old. The old.
Are they sad? Are they motivating? What's the?
Some of them are really sad.
You gonna read a sad one first? Read the most recent one you wrote. You write one today?
No. I didn't write one today. I'm looking for the most recent one though.
What do you start writing jokes and
Can you go to my backpack and get me a cold cut?
Yeah.
I'm starving, bro.
A cold cut?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a cold cut right now. Sorry.
This motherfucker said a cold cut.
No, my backpack right here. Thank you. Yo, you didn't hit that camera though. Make sure it's still centered.
No, I can still see.
Okay. I like that you guys recently trashed Drake for being like corny off script, and you're over here writing poems and you're putting fucking motivating quotes.
Yeah, but this, you know who told?
I've always done that.
I know. Why do you do that?
What you've always done? What?
It's motivational
all
for
of
me.
It's like life in abundance shit on the story.
It's motivational for me.
Yeah, brother, write that down and look at it.
People love that shit. They love fucking.
Yeah.
They love motivational quotes, and they
people.
They like
it's
it.
relatable.
They comment on it. And it makes them feel good. That's just me being
post that
aged.
you're transitioning as well. People slide in and be like, "You're so brave." It's all bullshit.
You're so brave. It's crazy, bro.
Once they find out that he does poems, it's gonna go crazy.
So I need to see what the context of the poem is.
I'm gonna show you.
Put your fucking lady fingers in there. I can smell the lotion on them.
Yeah, it just smells delicious.
The acetane or whatever the fuck they curate them in. Bro, my fucking nose has been so dry.
Me too, dude. Every time I wake up, I'm like...
Bro, I put squalene oil up my nostrils last night.
What is that?
Some type of moisturizing oil. But bro, I blow blood out of my nose every fucking morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Excuse the eating. I'm sorry, people, but it takes 3 days to get here.
Yeah, shit is a hike, dude.
I'm sorry, brother. Hold on.
Yeah.
Is this it? No. I have so much shit in these notes. It's crazy.
How do you write, dude? How do you... When you finally sit down and write... A lot of
I
this
rarely
shit
sit down and write, if I'm being honest with you. It's always...
You're in the car thinking about
I'm in the car so much. I'm in the car all the time. So like the genesis of a joke will be... We're at the gym together, and we see the magazine of Aroldis Chapman being celebrated, even though he beats the dog shit out of women. Mm-hmm. And he's huge, jacked in the picture.
Right.
And I go, can you believe that if this guy hits women or I do, it's the same crime? And you fell on the ground laughing.
That shit was so funny.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try that. And then I tried it a few times. And then I sit in the car, or even when I'm at the gym, and I need to be in motion.
Right.
I really want to be a sit down and write guy, because it's like,
all right, you ready?
I gotta be, yeah.
This is I'm so embarrassed.
I'm almost nervous for you.
So it's called. Don't laugh at me, bro. Please.
Too late.
No, you're being vulnerable.
Just laugh. It's called love. Love is hard. So hard sometimes that it can be hard to swallow. When you finally do get it all down, sometimes it could sit in the pit of your stomach and not move. It rots. Starts rotting away everything good inside you. But what's the alternative? Do I not love, or do I love differently? Or maybe love isn't supposed to be swallowed, but rather held on to really tight. Or maybe love is to be placed in a cabinet and checked up on every so often. I'm still learning how to love. Maybe I'll never really understand my relationship with love. Maybe it's not something for me to understand. Is love supposed to be this confusing? Love used to be so simple for me. Take all your love and swallow it. Keep it inside you so it can never leave. Yeah, it hurts your stomach, but so what? At least you know it will never leave you. It will stay there forever. But now it's killing you. You swallowed so much love that there's no room for anything else. So now I'll let love come back up. I will relieve that pressure from my stomach by throwing it back up and remembering both the feeling of pain and relief. I won't let it all out. No, because some of it is meant to stay down there. Some of it is good for my stomach. I will just release just enough to keep me healthy. But what do I do with the rest? I can't throw it out. It's love. You don't just throw it out. So I will keep it. Keep it in the cabinet, I think. I'll tuck it in the back, in a lock box, a beautiful box, a box that only I have the key for. And I will open that box every so often, and I will hold it and smell it. But I'll also remember the pain it caused when it was inside me, and I will place it back in its box, lock it back up, and swallow the key for safekeeping. So goodbye for now, love. I'll see you soon.
Can we give you an honest opinion?
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, no, don't. Because I wrote it for myself.
Yeah, but you shared it with us now.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Yeah, I know, but don't critique it. It's just...
We're not going to critique it. It's just...
I want to give my honest opinion on it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's honestly really good and a little bad at the same time. It's like there's really good parts of it. For some reason, every time you said swallow, that part made me laugh. It just felt very... I just kept thinking about cum,
I just kept thinking about a girl.
I kept thinking about cum. But that's my own problem.
It sounds like you're forcing a girl to give you a blowjob, is what it almost sounds like you're doing.
I would say 79% of that was way better than I thought. Like, actually, I'd quantify it as good.
I think the fact that you were vulnerable is pretty
way
good.
longer than I thought.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
None of the words... Is our poem supposed to rhyme? Because none of it rhymed.
No.
Actually, that's a good point.
No, not all poems rhyme.
Yeah, you just wrote down your feelings, I think.
No, poems aren't supposed to. Not all poems are supposed to rhyme. No, poetry's not all supposed to rhyme.
I don't know how. What makes it a poem and not just an essay about love?
Yeah.
What is the definition of a poem?
Pentameter. That's a word I hear used. I don't know what it means, but
I don't know what a pentameter is. It's like every fifth word.
Love is hard to swallow. I feel hollow.
What is
I need a bottle of water.
A piece of writing that partakes of the nature of both speech and song that is nearly always rhythmical, usually metaphorical, and often exhibits such.
Well, it's definitely metaphorical.
Comparing it to cum.
Yeah,
love and cum.
That's pretty.
Cum sits in my belly.
Sits in my belly.
So when did you write that?
Throw it back up.
That one, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
The one I wrote recently.
You're mid joke, writing jokes.
No.
You're writing jokes, and then all of a sudden, you're like, you know what?
So
I need to do a pentameter.
I visited my cousin. So around the time that all that shit happened with my stepfather.
You saw your hot cousin and you wrote that down?
What?
Is she a second cousin or third cousin?
Oh, man, cousin.
Yeah. I went to Silicon Valley because he was a tech investor. I went out to stay with him for a little bit. And when I came back is when all this shit happened with Mike and my mom and Dylan and Sarah. And I was having a hard time with my mom. And he is the one who told me. He was like, bro, just because I was telling him how difficult it is to talk to my mother when I'm that angry. I just get angry and it's hard for me to express myself. So he was like, write it all down. He was like, just write down your feelings. And I did, and it really did help. And that's when I really started writing all the time. And then it was pointless because I sent it, and everything I asked her not to do in that letter, she did. And it was brutal. But I kept writing. It didn't deter me from writing. But yeah, that's when I started writing.
So what caused you to write this one?
It's always different. Sometimes I just do it. There is no usually it's when something fucked up is going on, and I'll write about it.
Right. So when's the last time you wrote a poem, though?
Maybe like 8 months ago.
Right. Let's hear that one.
No.
You want to hear that one?
No.
Of course I do.
No, I'm not reading.
You should let us hear it, dude.
No.
No. He's done. He's been far vulnerable enough. That was good stuff, dude. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing it with us.
Suck
and
my dick.
Everybody
Come
else
liquor,
watching.
bitch.
Stick to comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
stick to comedy, dude.
The swallow was gay, though.
That's what I was gonna say. But
you write poems. I could say.
I don't write that. That shit is gay, though. I don't write that shit.
Even the gay. That was far less gay than the shit you put on your stories. I'm not gonna lie.
I like to motivate motherfuckers.
I don't see what he put.
So gay that you muted it, didn't you?
I really don't see it. What do you put in quotes?
Pretty much just shit that comes up or shit that
Like
I think
the shit
about.
It's literally it's literally shit that white women hang over their fucking oven in their kitchens.
In their kitchen, yeah.
Like it's akin to like wine o'clock, like that type of shit. Yeah. Live, laugh, love, but with the N-word at the end.
Really?
I don't like it. I love you. I don't like it.
I've never seen it
in
though.
abundance.
Your algorithm knows not to serve your
It'll say
hood
love
ass
and
shit.
abundance, and you're just putting it out there.
That's
Those are what.
Well, you have one up there right now. What does it say? Don't look it. I'll look it up.
I don't even know what it is that I have today. Oh, you're capable of so much more.
Period. In a nice italic script.
Yeah.
I
like to make it creative.
That's not creative.
That is
no.
creative.
You know what? Yesterday or whenever
You are capable of so much more. What's creative about that?
No, he's saying the script. Make it the script.
Yeah, the way it looks that's very unique, Doug. That shit is mad.
This shit is one of the 8 options Instagram hands you. You didn't download this off of Adobe. And
who else do you know is doing that shit though?
White women who are husbands.
He's like, I own this market.
White women whose
white
husbands
love me,
don't pay enough attention to them, right? You are capable of so much more passive aggressively
if
to
we're
them.
If we're gonna be mad vulnerable, so I was feeling yesterday.
Dude. I thought Lee would make this podcast harder. This is going in the opposite direction.
Nah, sometimes I be like feeling like what the fuck is going on? I got so much going on, and I'm trying to be like, I get in my head, and I'm like, nah, you could do more. Don't get down.
But why put it on Instagram? It's like the women who cry and film it
It's
and
like
then
a
post
journal.
it.
Instagram's like a fucking journal.
It really makes you feel better to put it up there?
No, but if I'm feeling that way, somebody else is probably feeling that way, and they can relate.
You're going to make this about, it's a selfless act on your part to put that out there?
No, but I'm putting it out there, and
here's why I don't understand it. You're feeling like you're not being productive enough. You're capable of more than you're achieving or whatever. So you write that. And then you post it. Yeah. And then for me, instead of going and being more productive and capable, I would just sit there and think about how people are fucking receiving that story.
No.
That's what I would do. And that's why I can't do it.
Right. Well, I just started. It just made me start doing the things that I know I'm supposed to be doing.
You've been dropping quotes a lot too, though.
But I've always done that.
You have?
I've done that.
I don't remember it early on.
Maybe not
I feel like the
so
sadder
much,
you've gotten, the more prominent
I
it's
normally
become.
put quotes up when I'm saying, but here's the thing. I try to I'll put like a motivational quote, and then, like in the second paragraph, I'll be like, "And you fucking cunt!" Like,
you cocksucker. Yeah.
Motherfucker puts it in fine print.
He hardens it up with a cocksucker or a motherfucker.
Not on no gay shit. But
that shit was mad motivational. But also suck my dick, bitch.
Kevin, it'll be like, my deepest fear is not that I'm inadequate. My deepest fear is that I'm powerful beyond measure. But I'll fuck your mother's sister if you fucking come at me wrong or something.
Nah, but I've been doing that shit I was doing that shit on Twitter for years.
Yeah, I know.
I was doing
and
that
I've
shit
been thinking
on
you
Twitter.
should stop for a while.
I'm gonna go harder.
I go the opposite.
When
when I'm sad or feeling like I need to get something, I'll just post a video of somebody like getting fucking like stabbed with a knife.
Oh my
Just
God.
some like violent stuff. Some kid running through a plate glass window. That's how I get.
I hate that. My boy. Well, he's the one who's still locked up, but he used to send me the wildest shit, dude. Like Mexican. The last thing he sent me was a Mexican dude tied to a tree. Okay,
that I can. No, that I never get that.
Just getting brutally beaten with a bat. Just bro, his whole body purple, hitting him in the head, bro. And I'm like, oh my God. And the problem with me is
he does.
Once I start that shit, I can't stop.
Oh really? I X out immediately, and I'm like, this will be on my head for the top of my head forever.
And I'm like,
yeah, you got to see it like 8 more times and. digest it. Be like, why did he get there?
Well, I'm like, I'm not looking at him. No, I try to do. You know what I do? Lee, you know what I do? I try to put myself in his situation and imagine. Like,
really?
the pain. Yeah, and I'm like,
damn.
How I would.
That's
how
some
would
like
I
Christian
be,
shit.
Like, would I be like screaming for my life and begging him, or would I like or would I be on some gangster shit like do it? You know, because he was on some.
Shoot me. Already.
He was on some like.
He was on gangster shit.
Yeah, I always found it crazy that like people who were like on like you see them and they're about to get like their head cut off or like some wild shit and they're just like. And I think to myself, I'm like, because no one really knows. You don't know how you're being. That's it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Everyone's like, yo, even cops would be like, yo, if there was an active shooter, I would do this, 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 and this. The reality is you have no fucking idea what you would do until that shit pops off and AK rounds are hitting the brick behind you. You're like, oh, shit.
I mean, I got a pretty good idea. I'm falling apart quick. I'm not even, no part of me is like, I'd be, bro, if somebody was about to end my life, I'd probably, I mean.
But you might go into
shock. You ever had a gun pointed at you?
I'd probably just pass out. Yeah. The only time I think I would really, gun pointed at me, here's the difference. If it depends on this. The one scenario where I think I would be like, I don't give a fuck is if like somebody just killed my son.
Yes.
Then I'd be like, try
that
to
changes
fucking kill
everything.
me, dude.
He's like, come on, brother.
But other than that, I'd be like, what is fucking just hyperventilating. Yeah.
That's the one thing that probably. But if you had a gun pointed at you, you kind of.
No, I'd panic.
Yeah. I mean, you. That's just.
I don't know anything. I can't do anything.
I akin to it to like even like simple shit like getting into a fight, bro. Like, you know, like I know it's not the same thing, but when someone presses you,
it's similar.
And that adrenaline pumps, it's like, what are you gonna do? That fight or flight is so real, and it is very difficult. Like I remember when I was younger, before my first fight ever, and I used to get robbed all the time and everything. My fight or flight was always flight. I was always like scared, and my mom would get mad. She was like, "You letting these motherfuckers rob you all the time?" She would get mad, bro. Like she would get angry. I'd come home, she'd be like, "Another." I'd be like, "My bike got thrown. He kicked me on my bike." Like, motherfucker, every fucking time. And I remember my uncles would get mad too because they'd be like, "Yo, the fuck, your mother fucking buying you all this shit, and you fucking letting these motherfuckers take it." And I would be like, and I didn't know how to fight that. And then eventually, I remember when I got into a fight with a kid. His name was Jeffrey, and he was on rollerblades, yo. He was on rollerblades.
You got beat by a nigga named Jeffrey with rollerblades.
This is my first fight that I won.
You won.
This is the first fight that I won.
You picked a gay white
but
dude.
It changed me. You know what I realized though? Jeffrey, you know what I realized though? I realized in that moment that in order for me to not run into like a flight situation, I would have to snuff you immediately the moment I got nervous. So when I was younger, the moment you made me nervous, I was swinging on you because I didn't like living in that
That's
feeling.
a good reaction. That's a very good
reaction. So I learned to be like, oh, you making me nervous. I'm going to just fucking stun on you, bro. Yeah. And that's why I got in a lot of trouble because then all of a sudden my mom's like, why are you punching motherfuckers for no reason?
Right.
You know?
You can't do that. Can't tell your son that he's a fucking bitch and then
I know.
be like, why are you fighting?
Bro, you want to hear a story?
As fuck.
So confusing.
This is a great story. My mom used to always be like, if a motherfucker talks shit, you fuck him up. I don't give a fuck. I'll always defend you no matter what. So this older kid was fucking with me. He was in high school. I was in middle school. It was 6th grade. I'm walking with my boy Bobby. We see him. He's across the street with his brother. I stun off on him, bro. Wow, this scar right here, my knuckle got stuck in his braces. Fucked up his mouth. Beat his ass. I come home, like, chilling, proud. Yeah. My mom gets a call because my mom's best friend son knew this kid. And the mom was like, she was Jewish, and she was like, I'm gonna sue you motherfuckers. Like, you fucked up my son's mouth. My mom came in my room, she was like, you fucked up a Jew? And I was like, what? And she's like, this fucking bitch is telling us I'm gonna have to fucking pay for his teeth. And I'm like, mommy, you always said, no, motherfucker. Wow. You only fuck up the minorities.
People that look like you.
Not the white people with money. They're going to tell on us, motherfucker. Isn't that wild?
Oh, my God.
Isn't that wild?
That's a great
That's the lesson here is if you got to be real specific with your kids if you're telling them to beat up other kids.
Right.
Like, give them all the details and information ahead of time.
It's like there's categories.
Did he end up suing or what happened?
No, nothing ended up happening.
I got sued, or I sued somebody. I'm not Jewish, though, but I'm white.
My brother got sued for breaking some kid's arm. But what did you get sued for? You got sued or you sued?
I got sued in retaliation to my no, I didn't. So this is what I was in. I forget. I was like 8 maybe, and I went to a birthday party at Laser Tag. You remember Laser Tag?
Qzar.
I don't remember what it was. What the fuck is Qzar?
Qzar was the name.
Was that the name of Laser Tag? I don't remember. And we were in the fucking like jungle gym or whatever it is, and I was sneaking up on the. It happened to be the birthday kid, and I was sneaking up on him, and he turned around because I scared him, and he rocked me in the face with the gun, like with the actual gun, and he cut above my eye. And I fucking like was woozy, and I went outside, and they were like, "Oh, you're okay." You know, it was a bunch of like immigrants who were working there. They put a Band-Aid over it. I went back in. I played for like another 2 hours, bro. My mom comes to pick me up. She's like, "Oh, what happened to your eye?" She peels the Band-Aid off. She almost fucking passed out. You could see my eye through the fucking hole that was cut in here, and she started losing it. I had to go to the hospital. I had to get 27 stitches above my fucking eye, and she sued the place just for like the hospital shit. Okay. And the place sued the birthday kid who hit me.
Wow.
Yeah.
They had insurance. How could they do that?
Maybe they didn't. If people there were...
My brother got sued because this kid was bullying him every day, and I would get mad because my brother was similar to me, bro. Where like he didn't understand at the time, he was really young, and this kid would always fuck with him. He would like slap him back at his head, pull his book back down, and I would always be like, I'm like, yo, you fuck him up, yo, like stop. And this is another situation with my mother being like, fuck him up, right? So he did some shit to my brother. My brother just lost it, bro. And the kid was like sitting on the fence. And my brother was a strong kid, played football. Bro, he scoot like on some like kind of shit. Grabbed this motherfucker, picked him up and slammed him on the fence, broke his fucking like whole arm and just dipped. And the school calls, they're like, he fucking, and then she's suing, and she sued, and they tried to take the crib, bro. We had an umbrella policy, and my mother, all she would talk about, you motherfucker, you so lucky we have an umbrella policy, motherfucker. And I'm like, mommy, it's so funny, because like as a parent, I'm looking at her, I'm like, mommy, you can't, like if I tell my son, yo, someone touches you, lay him out. I don't give a fuck, you better defend yourself. I can't get mad if he does what I tell him to do, but fucks the kid up. Yeah. I gotta deal with that shit. I gotta be like, all right, yo, like it is what it is, man. Like next time, maybe not go so hard and fucking crush his face in. You know what I mean?
She didn't learn from your situation. She
didn't learn from my situation.
She
I think she likes the way it sounds. I think my mom likes the way it sounds. You know what I mean? It makes her feel like a tough guy. Even though I've heard people, when I was younger, my mom she would stunt on like old ladies. We were on the pickle line at, what's the old flea market? In Queens, Aqueduct Racetrack. They used to have a flea market. My mom used to take me there every weekend. We get like, it was all fake shit, you know? And there was a pickle place that would sell pickles, and the line was always wild. And this old lady like cut me and pushed me. And my mom was like saying, Mama, I remember my mom, like, dude, you fucking bitch. Like it was this old white lady though. Wow. So my mom would always do this, get nasty with like customer service people, but like real gangster and like on the phone. So I always thought my mom was like, thugged out, yo. Like my mom is really with it. And we were at Gothic Cabinets, okay, which is like just like a furniture store. My mom was buying something, and there was like some Greek dude who was like who owned the spot.
Shout out to Greek.
And she tried to get nasty. We were in Queens, and she tried to and he looked at her and he was like, "Shut the fuck up, you fat bitch." And I remember being like,
oh,
like, what do you? Shit. And she all of a sudden, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, wow. It's all fun and games until you run into a dude who doesn't respect women.
Right. Yeah. Bro, I'm like 8 years old, like, ooh, shit.
Yeah, you can talk to women like that.
I walked out, and I just looked at her like,
God damn,
you pussy. So I'm like, you talking up like,
so your mom take her first
dog.
L. Holy shit,
you pussy.
Damn, kid.
Bro. I remember going to you know what I remember the flea market for? We never went there to get shit until I demanded we go there, because all the white kids in my school, all the white kids in my school who dressed black were getting these jeans from the flea market that started in a certain color and faded to another color. And that's where you would get them, at the flea market, from these like Pakistani dudes. And it'd be like black jeans that faded to red. And they were the hottest shit. And I was like, take me to the flea market, Mom. Get my clothes at the flea market.
The demand is wild. Yeah. We didn't demand shit.
You couldn't get the shit at the Gap. You had to go to the flea market.
Yeah, but to demand it from your mom.
Yeah, she was like, you don't want to go to the Gap?
Yeah. It was so natural. It was like, and I remember, I demanded. I said,
I put my foot down.
Take me to the
my father was in prison, and I put my foot down. You shall take me to the flea.
Yo, the flea market. I remember that's
part
how
of me
I
thought
found
there
out
was fleas
Santa.
there for sure.
That's how I found out Santa wasn't real.
No.
Because I asked for a Kobe Bryant jersey.
You mean your mother didn't tell you?
No, when I was young.
Stop being a bitch.
No, when I found out. So I found out because I was like, I want a Kobe Bryant jersey. And every year, Santa would give me this fake shit. And I'd be like, hey guys, it's the same shit from the flea market. Yeah. And the last time I was like, yo, I'm going to ask for this specific Kobe Bryant jersey from Santa. If I don't get it and I get some bullshit, I know it's my mom. So she did. She bought a fake one from the flea market. And I remember being like, Santa's not real. Like, I asked for the Kobe Bryant jersey. This is fake. This is from the flea market. And she was like, well, motherfucker. Well, guess what? Santa not real. And you ain't getting shit anymore. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, oh, I think I fucked up.
Were you sad about finding out Santa was real? Really?
Nah.
Bro, I did everything in my power to never find out that Santa could or might not be real. Bro, one time I convinced my mom to tell me that the Easter Bunny wasn't real. Like I beat her into submission in the car. I was just like, you promise.
Your word choices are
I
wild.
verbally, she tells me the story all the time.
You're very
she was like,
abusive
it's her
to your
biggest
mom,
regret as a parent to me.
Really?
Yeah, I had her in the car and I was like, some kid was telling me like the Easter Bunny
How
wasn't
old
real.
were you, though?
7 maybe or 8.
No, that's young.
And I was like, this is the line that got it broke. I go, you said that you would never lie to me. Tell me, is the Easter Bunny fake?
That's heartbreaking.
And she fucking told me that he was fake, and I had a meltdown, dude. I started crying. What the fuck? Why would you tell me that?
I imagine him. What's your mom's name?
Janet.
Janet.
No, I never called her. I never called her Janet.
You never called, but you verbally abused
Yeah.
your
I tell her to
mom.
shut up, but it was always mom came after that.
Listen here, Deborah.
And then I was like, if I ever ask you to tell me Santa's not real, don't you ever fucking tell me. I made her tell me that immediately after.
She's like, no, Nicholas, it's real.
And then from that point on, I was always just like, I don't give a fuck. Anybody could tell me Santa was real, and I'd be like, he's real for me, dude. He comes to my house. I don't give a fuck what's going on at your crib. Dude, I used to write Santa letters and asking him if I could be like an elf.
Damn, that's the whitest thing I think you've done.
He's like, yo, let me come up to the pole. I'm little. I'll fit right
bro,
in.
I literally would write. I used to be like, my name's Nick too. Like, we got a lot in common.
I swear, that's incredible, bro.
I love Christmas, bro. I
know you
live
love
for that.
Christmas.
You can see it.
He still loves it, which is honestly amazing. Because later, like I don't
give a fuck.
I don't feel nothing.
Oh, I feel
and
everything.
it's sad, and it's sad because like
It's not sad. Don't trick yourself into think that shit is not
it's
sad.
sad.
No,
it's not
sad.
It is sad because some people love that shit so much, and I'm like, I want that shit over with. That shit's stressful.
no.
All the money and shit. I'm like, and it's always at the end of the year when I'm off, of course, because it's fucking. You want to be home with the family, and there's no shows, and all I see is fucking my bank account.
Well, maybe it'll be like writing and puzzles. Maybe you'll enjoy it now that the situation's different.
maybe.
No, you won't enjoy it.
Yeah,
You'll
how
think
long
of
have
it
we been
less.
Gotta be close to an hour.
Yeah,
You'll think of it way less, dude.
Let's pop to the Patreon.
You brought wine here today? Is that yours?
Yeah, it's mine.
Why is
They
this?
gave it to me in my apartment. They
gave it to you as a gift?
They did, and apparently
Condo Complex Association or whatever?
No, great. And don't. We gotta fucking.
I'm sorry. I'll be about the town.
This motherfucker's like
738.
and delete that too. Motherfucker, like just telling everybody where I live.
There's no fucking chance that wine is good. That shit that would make my eczema flare up immediately.
Nobody gives good wine as a gift.
It's like $40.
Well, any wine that isn't the wine I get is bad wine to me.
I love Josh, but I've been drinking more wine lately. I love Josh wine though. I think. It's
I thought you were talking about your manager.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No,
Josh wine is the brand.
Josh is.
Does that come with a screw top or?
I guarantee you, everyone knows what Josh is.
Everybody knows.
I don't know. I don't drink,
Josh?
but I don't know.
But you don't drink wine.
Did you ever fuck with wine in your drinking days though?
I did.
I would imagine.
I would
Do a lot
drink
of black
wine,
people fuck with wine because it's grape? It's grape drink adjacent. Is that fucked up? Is that wrong? What's wrong?
It's one step away from Welch's.
It's the alcoholic grape soda, no?
Yo, a couple of grape soda.
We don't have grape soda, but we got wine.
I've said way worse than that. That wasn't bad.
That's bad.
No, it wasn't that it was bad.
Just came out of nowhere.
It's that it was you really feel that way.
Yeah.
No.
It's grapes.
That's
you guys love grapes.
hilarious. Nick,
Um,
none of this can be aired, dude.
You think we're gonna put it on the Patreon? Maybe?
No, none of it. None of
But
this
either way,
shit.
I can't drink that. I'll flare up immediately.
No, you'll be fine.
Are you allergic to wine too?
Yeah, like really conventional. That's red wine, right?
Yeah. It's
Conventional,
Cabernet Sauvignon.
even conventional white wine because of all the additives and sulfates and shit. I get a headache immediately, and under my eyes get red as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
I guarantee that if I brought my wine here, if I brought 3 wines, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference compared to whatever fucking version.
I bring my wine, and you bring this fucking homeowner association wine, and even a cheaper bottle.
Yes. And
You
we'll
don't
try
think?
it.
I really believe. I think I could tell.
Let's
Yeah?
do
I'd
let's
be
do a
able to
taste
tell.
test. The only way,
If I can't tell, I'll be really ashamed of
Okay,
myself.
well, then let's see.
and you'll probably flare up. So
That I'll be able to tell in a few hours. If you give me a few hours, my skin will be able to tell you which bottle I'm drinking. But as far as the taste test, I still think I'll be able to do it. Let's do it.
Let's see.
Next episode, I'll bring mine. You bring. Don't open that,
Okay, I'll leave it.
and then I'll get an
leave
even
it.
cheaper. I'll get like a $10 bottle of wine.
Perfect.
All right. All right. We're going to the Patreon now. Bye.
You got to tell them to do the reviews.
Drop a rating. Thank you to everybody who's dropped a rating and join the Patreon. Peace.